started in Genesis almost 29 years ago, and I remember choosing Genesis as the place I wanted to work because it felt like family.
I started on the rehabilitation unit, worked there in total for about 24 years.
The collaboration among nurses, physicians is tremendous. I've had a great experience since I started at St. Luke's in 1989, and it's only built from there.
I've been a nurse at Genesis Silvis campus for 22 years. I started on our medical telemetry unit and worked my way up. I did nursing informatics for several years. Then I was a manager of our medical telemetry and surgical unit here at Silvis and moved into the chief nursing officer role here a couple years ago.
The Genesis nursing philosophy is really based around what we call our shared governance model. It is really that nursing and nurses drive the practice and the performance improvement of their profession.
Bedside nurses are involved in all the decisions that we make, from policies to protocols. We have a nursing meeting that we have monthly where we bring the whole system together, talk about current issues and best practice here at Genesis.
The Genesis nursing philosophy is relationship-based care, and we practice that by how we care for our patients and their families as well as each other, and how we all collaborate with the providers and the ancillary departments to make sure we're giving the highest quality of care for our patients.
As a new nurse, it's probably a given that you're going to start working on either second or third shift. That's also the shift that most organizations, and I would say true to Genesis, had the most vacancies or openings, if you will.
Nursing is a very intense, fulfilling career, and it is very important for nurses to be able to take care of themselves. And here at Genesis, we give them the tools and the opportunities to be able to do that.
And what we do is we have education on really exercise, how to eat right, how to get your rest, how to take care of yourself while you're working third shift, and really how to adapt from that to your schedule outside of here not being a third shift schedule. We do allow staff to take naps. They're allowed to take a dedicated rest during their lunch break, as well as if they would ever need to sleep before they drive home. The Davenport campus has a nice little bistro, if you will, with both refreshments and food that's open from 5 a.m. till 2 a.m. Genesis supports its nurses in so many ways. Again, everything from scholarships, tuition reimbursement. We have a clinical ladder program that allows people to advance both from a professional advancement as well as a financial opportunity.
The educational assistance is huge, and I can speak for that because I actually used that. I started, at Genesis quite a while ago, and I graduated with a diploma in nursing, and years later, I went back to school and got my bachelor's degree at St. Ambrose, which, with the tuition reimbursement and the assistance of St. Ambrose, was able to pay for that through the tuition reimbursement.
Doctors and nurses have great relationships here. We work together and collaborate. We go round with the patients together, and we really make sure that we're working together for the patient's best interest.
Doctors give much support to the nursing staff. They collaborate on patients' care. I would say that the doctors and the nurses are probably the most integral part of the nurses and the physicians in their interactions, because they need each other's assessments, each other's knowledge to make the best plan of care for our patients.
The nursing profession really has a great responsibility for patient care and the outcomes of that care, and certainly is hard work. It is hard work, and particularly on a lot of 24/7 units. But here at Genesis, we put a lot of effort into reward and recognition. Very important to the nurse leaders that we do this. We do a lot of celebration on Nurses Week. We have a reward and recognition night where we recognize nurses that have advanced in their education, obtaining a higher degree or a clinical certification in their specialty.
There are so many things that we look for when we recruit and hire nurses. We're looking for someone who has a caring, compassionate personality that wants to take the initiative and move things forward, that looks at problems not as problems but as opportunities.
Nurses that are energetic and want to be involved. When you're a nurse at Genesis, you're involved in the care of the patients on your unit to the whole health system. We're committed to the quality that we provide the patients and the safety of our patients.
This is my home away from home. Like I said, I've been here 22 years, and it's really, I know everybody, everybody's friendly, everybody's a family, and you just really feel that we've got, the leadership's got our back, and that we just take care of each other.
We recognize at Genesis that the nurses that come to us all come from a different place. Their starting point is not the same. So whether they move to the area and they've had extensive experience in another part of the country, or they're just a brand new nurse graduating from a local program or a program that's elsewhere, the first thing we want to do is assess where they're at.
I want people to know that we at Genesis are committed to having a very positive practice environment. And there are so many possibilities here to do that and to fulfill your calling or fulfill your needs and wants to be a great nurse. You can find that here at Genesis.